Tell you what, folks, I got into some trouble last night. Well, I did. It was a misunderstanding, I promise you. I'm not a bad person. I'll tell you about it in a minute, but what about that fella from that there London? He's got in proper hot water. Have you heard about him? If you've not, I'll read it to you. I'll put the bins on and read it. Serious this. It's a black fella, police officer, high ranking. He's the black guy. He's head of Scotland Yard's Black Police Association. I didn't know they had a head. I didn't know that at all. Anyway, he sent up to 7,000 WhatsApp messages to various people he knows, and he's having a go in many of them at primarily the Chinese and Muslims. He's black, he's having a go at Chinese and Muslims. I don't know why, I don't know what. Anyway, I believe some of them are really bad, and one of them's in the paper. What he's done, he's sent a picture, a screenshot of Hugh Hefner, of Playboy. He's now dead, is Hugh. He sent a picture of Hugh Hefner. I mean, Hugh's renowned for going with all the Playboy bunnies, going through them all and marrying some of them. Anyway, he sent this picture and he's put, "Tell the Muslims there's no 72 virgins left up here." Hugh's trying to say he's been with them all. Now, I must admit I found that pretty funny. I'm not being at all racist and whatever else. We all have our religions, we all have our beliefs and whatever else, of course we do. But I can't believe for the life of me when a Muslim goes up there, if there isn't up there, because he's carried out some atrocities down here and done some wrongs, he's going to get to meet 72 virgins. And I find that very hard to believe, I really do, but that's just me. Now, I thought that was funny, but not in a bad way. It's obviously it's a lot worse than that. What did I get felt up for yesterday? Well, I'll tell you. You talk about police, and they say you can't find one for love nor money. The country is rife with crime at the moment. Good grief, this guy come from absolutely nowhere. Frightened me to death. I told you yesterday, you might remember, I told you about Luke, old Luke Littler. He's gone over to that there Benidorm. He's won £1 million, winning the World Championship. It was reported yesterday he turned up in Benidorm. I said, bloody hell, of all the places you could go to with money he's got, he's picked Benidorm. I said, proper Warrington lad. Well, proper Orford lad, to be honest with you. Anyway, turns out I'm reading today, he's also gone on Ryanair. And I'm thinking, good grief, he could have gone first class somewhere, and he's gone with Ryanair cattle class. Anyway, although I read that only yesterday, he must have gone to Benidorm a few days ago, because he's back in Warrington already. I've never seen him around Warrington, ever. I seen him last night for the first time. He was pretty late on, I couldn't believe it. I thought, oh, it's old Luke Littler. Well, I thought, being friendly, I didn't want to mind him, because obviously people will be mad at him now. I shouted out. I shouted, "Hi, Littler!" I just shouted to him. I didn't want to be too personal. He doesn't know me, I don't know him. I didn't want to use the word Luke, so I said, "Littler," and I said, "Hi, Littler." Anyway, as I said it, within seconds, somebody's got hold of me, and he's dragging me back. I said, "What's going on? Police? What's happened? I've not done anything." "You can't be doing and saying that," he says. I said, "Doing what? I never did anything. I just shouted across there." He said, "But your actions and what you said, you can't say that anymore." I just said, "Hi, Littler." And then it hit me. What I'd said, and arm up and everything, I was putting my hand up saying hello to Luke. I didn't want to say, "Luke, hi, Luke," because he doesn't know me. I don't know it. Well, I do from telly, but he doesn't know me. He won't shout to me, "Hi, Dave." If he knew me, he'd probably shout, "Hi, Grumpy." Even if he doesn't know me, he can tell I'm grumpy by that look at my face. If I was grumpy when copper got me. It sounded like Heil Hitler. "Hi, Littler. Hi, Littler." Hand ups like the old salute they did. But I was just waving to Luke, that's all. Being friendly. And I was just saying, "Hiya," rather than "Hiya, Luke. Hiya, Littler." That was it. Nothing. I explained to the police officer, and in the end he was understanding. In fact, he had a bit of a chuckle. I said, well, I'm not going to be doing that. Good grief, I said, I hold no truck with these Germans and what they did to the Jews. It was awful. It's a terrible thing. It's an atrocity. Probably was any atrocity ever in mankind. I said, no, I've not been doing out like that on myself. No, I'm not that way inclined. It was just Luke over there. Anyway, he didn't see him. And anyway, in the end, it was all sorted. It got sorted. Frightened me to death, man. As I say, can't get a copper for love nor money when you want one. When you don't, they're all over you. He came from nowhere. I don't know if he plays rugby in his spare time, but he weren't that fast. He'd be great on wing for Warrington, he would. He was only slim and tall builder. Should have said to him, "Have you ever tried rugby?" Good God, he was fast. My collar went up and everything. Frightened me to death, man. Frightened me to death. Never been frightened all my life. But I will watch what I'm saying in future. I will watch what I'm saying.